What's up everyone, my name is Parv and I welcome you back to our League of Legends Top 5 Plays. That's the last time we're showing the ad for ProBuilds.net, so if you haven't already, go check out their new site, it's incredibly useful. Without further ado, let's get into this week's Top 5 Plays, starting with 23 Magic, 23 on Ezreal, but this is a great team play altogether. At the start, we see them defending their T1 turret as we see Diana looking for an opportunity to strike. Once Orianna puts the ball in her, she wastes no time to pop her shield and dive in, pulling in all 4 players, followed by a beautiful Orianna ult into her W, and finally the true shot barrage to absolutely decimate the enemy team. Great initiation, follow-up, and synergy from the team grabs 4 kills in this beauty of a play. Coming in at 4th place, we have League Ryan W on Zed with another one of his sick plays. We see him farming under his tower in a 1v2 lane when he suddenly ults in on Vayne, but once you barrier, Sona crescendos, and then Exhaust comes out, he quickly reacts with a Living Shadow swap out so that he can use his E from a range while taking no damage, and then comes back in for the kill. After the condemned stun, he E's with his Living Shadow and then bursts her down, grabbing the double kill despite all their cooldowns and being one auto attack from death. At our number 3 spot, we have Nasıl on Ziggs, who is with his team fighting a losing battle as they try to defend their base. Singe gets really low, and then all of a sudden the enemy Nocturne dives in on their AD carry Kog'Maw and instantly kills them with the help of Ezreal. As the fight progresses, we see the enemy Tark drop really low, and Nasıl picks him up with a bouncing bomb. Now as the fight clears up a bit and Jax goes down, we see it's Ziggs versus the world. With a great look, he QWs into a huge ultimate on 3, grabbing the triple and then turning to Nocturne with his passive and Ignite for the quad. While on Teemo, he drops so low, but thanks to the clutch Zhonya's, he survives the poisons and picks up the pentakill right after with a final bouncing bomb. Coming in at 2nd place is Ying on Lee Sin with a sick escape thanks to an insane reaction time and quick thinking. At the start, we see him on Teemo, and as they get closer to the enemy team's shop, he settles for the kill on Nunu and then decides to push with his minions to win the game. As the enemy team respawns with Home Guard, he soon realizes he's in trouble as he runs away and the enemy Jarvan chases, quickly gaining on him. We slow it down as Jarvan EQs, but he war jumps the slow from Jarvan's shield and potentially the knockup from the combo. He turns with a beautiful ultimate to stall them as Ryze stays right on his tail and roots him, but before they can dump all their damage into him, he war jumps away and decides to head off into the jungle. As they continue to chase and gain ground, he knows the combo is coming. All of a sudden, Caitlyn starts to ult him and he predicts the collapse on him and instantly Qs to the minion and jumps out just in time into another war jump over the wall, guaranteeing his safety after several clutch jumps. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have xPeke on Xerath in a challenger tier game. At the beginning, we jump right into the action as Best Riven NA dives in looking for the steal but comes up empty-handed. As the enemy team leaves the pit to go win, xPeke plants himself down into an Arcane Barrage Q and then 2 more charges of his ultimate on all 3, melting their health down and immediately forcing a retreat. He quickly reacts and moves into position, hitting a beautiful Arcane Pulse on Ashe for the kill as Zed goes balls to the wall but immediately gets CC'd and bursted, leaving just Janna and Xerath to defend against 3 strong players on the enemy team. xPeke stuns Jax to prevent his stun from going off as they start to dive Janna, and Xerath tries to help by scaring off Syndra, but it's no use as Jax steamrolls through her health and then looks to get on him. He uses Locust of Power for the quick burst of speed, and when Jax disengages, he quickly turns with an EQ combo to bring him lower, but is unable to follow it up. The enemy team decides to forget him, take tower and inhib, and then leave, but xPeke has other plans as he wraps around and positions for a beautiful Q into Arcane Barrage and brings them all to one shot, causing Syndra to bail. Watch at the bottom left of your screen as he snipes Syndra and simultaneously kills Zim with the last charge of his ultimate. With confidence, he runs up and flashes for the triple kill, saving the inhib with low health. This entire play from start to finish was perfectly played by xPeke, and he single-handedly turned the tides of this game by destroying the enemy team post-Baron and saving his inhib. Nearly 18 minutes later, after tons of back and forth action, Red Team takes the win in such a close game.
Communication is always vital when competing in tournaments. Winning a match requires perfect coordination. You cannot win by yourself.
Raid call. Communication for winners.
And for the bonus clip of the week, we have X Travesty on Rengar, and I'm going to let our buddy Blackanola take it away.
This is Blackanola giving you today's top 5 plays bonus clip. I've got a special guest with me today. Everyone, say hi to Rengar.
Let's see what they're made of.
We've got a pretty standard top lane matchup versus Garen. Not a landslide matchup for Rengar, but I think it's time for a little game I like to call Count the Jumps. I hope you're counting the jumps and flashes burn to catch Rengar because they really want him dead. Rengar's getting ganked by Trundle, but thanks to some baller bush control, or I like to call BBC, Garen gives out first blood.
Lesser creature.
I guarantee that's how he feels right now, Rengar. Trundle can surely do something though to bring this back though, right? I mean, he's sitting around 100 health like the whole time, and no matter what, the poor troll gets out-trolled. Rengar likes nothing more than a good game of cat and mouse, or cat and troll. A few more hops, skips, and jumps, and it's lights out for Trundle. Good night, sweet prince.
He never stood a chance against the Pride Stalker.
Garen finally makes it back to lane, 3 levels behind. I mean, I know he can make something happen, though. He's got so much more health.
Slow your roll, Garen.
Another back and forth in the bush, and an empowered Q makes Garen go 0 and 2.
If you were following along, that's 19 jumps.
Shoutouts to Potato Monster for letting me commentate on this top 5 bonus play. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to my channel at Blackanola. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Blackanola as well.